On behalf of my humble self, my family, our party, the NNPP, I want to say thank you so much for finding me worthy again to come to River State to commission another project. Let me at this point congratulate the people of this community. I want to say, as a civil engineer, I have to particularly thank the governor for constructing this very high quality roads in this community. These are not ordinary roads, especially when we took into consideration the description of the roads by the Honorable Commissioner for Works, and of course the contractors, Julius Berger. Your Excellency, as somebody who has been in the system for some time, I have to thank you because many of us used Julius Berger on various projects. Julius Berger was given some contracts by our administration in Kano and of course in Abuja to build the government house in Kano and of course our governor's lodge in Abuja. So we know the quality, we know the cost. And I can say comfortably that you are the only governor who has taken Julius Berger to rural area to construct roads, to put street lights, to construct first-class drainage for the community. So I say thank you so much. And I'm so happy that since I came in yesterday, I had the opportunity to talk to some of my friends, and they told me that the projects that you constructed and are yet to be commissioned will be enough for you. They will be good enough to engage your time till the 29th of May 2023. So I say thank you very much on behalf of all of us. And I believe this is the time other colleagues should start looking around. They should start studying the situation, and they should learn from experiences of those of us who had the opportunity to govern. We took our time, like Governor Wike, to do what was right. And that is why, by the grace of God and support of our people, any day, any time, whether in party A, B, C, in even Z party, our people will always go with us because they believe in our performance, in our capacity, in our integrity, like Barrister. Let me especially acknowledge one of our leaders who is now a traditional ruler. In those days, we call him Sergeant Awusi. In the days of Sheikh Musa Eradua of blessed memory, these are people who stood firmly as members of PF, as members of SDP, and that was when I was elected as Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps. These were the people we highly respect in the political cycle. These were the people who taught us how to be rugged, how to work hard, how to be honest, and how to be loyal. These are loyal members of our group, the PF, and of course the SDP under late General Shehu Musa Yaradua. I'm so happy to see you and see you very strong. And I thank His Excellency for appointing you the paramount ruler of this local government. And I'm so happy because we have lost so many people like you over the years, in the last 30 years, and seeing you really gingered me and reminded me of so many strategies by the Shehu Yaradua and of course by people like you and many others under our group. And I can assure you what we have learned from you is still in practice. And that's why today we are leading in wherever we find ourselves. It's unfortunate, Your Excellency, that we found ourselves in a party that we helped to build. I was in PDP like you in 1998. I had the opportunity of being part of the founding fathers of PDP. And we have done extremely well, especially our first 8 years. Unfortunately, as the time went on, many things started to go wrong. And unfortunately, some of us saw what you, Your Excellency, did not see in time. That was why we decided this venue. He showed me the law school that was being commissioned recently. And you can go on and on in terms of projects and programs, and that is why not only people of River State are calling him Mr. Project. All of us acknowledge him as Mr. Project in this country. Let me thank you for standing firm. I thank you for telling the truth at any given time, not minding what they think or do.
Check your screen.
Your Excellency, without putting red cap, I can tell you, you are a member of Kwankwaso any day, any time. Because in Kwankwaso, you don't have to put red cap. Many people in this country have got their red caps in their hearts. It is there. And I believe you are one of us. Okay. And that was why those of us from Kano have a lot of respect for you. It wasn't me, it wasn't because of me that I told you what you mentioned when I was leaving PDP. It's because of you. I believe if I was not there, then Kano must be you. And of course, that is even the opinion of all those I left and all those who supported you. And given the opportunity, they will continue to do it and do it for the right person like you. Let me say that many people have made so many mistakes. Many leaders don't understand. Some leaders are very rigid. Rigid in the sense that whether they are failing or winning, they will stick to one idea. They will stick to one aspirant or candidate, not minding the consequences, not minding the feeling of the people that are involved. We have seen people in my former party that all what they want is ticket, to get presidential ticket. They are ready to do anything to have ticket. I can tell you, as Governor Wike has been saying, any party that cannot control two of the three states, Kano, Lagos, and Rivers, he has been saying it, and people were not taking note of it. And by now, with Kwankwaso out of that party, Wike is still struggling to be there or not to be there. Somehow things are moving. Certainly Lagos is not their own. One begins to wonder where they will get their votes to win the election of 2023. We have seen people struggling, probably regretting, going around talking to so many leaders, trying to say that they should intervene either here or there. Now let me say, especially to those leaders, please at this critical time, respect yourselves, do the right thing, make sure you don't soil your fingers. And remember, even those of us are still in their 50s and 60s. So it is very important they take note of that. And let me at this point acknowledge and of course congratulate Governor Wike for leading the integrity group. This group, I have seen many of their portraits along the streets of this state. I believe they are good people, and I know that by the grace of God, the integrity group will do the right thing as soon as possible, because I believe they are people of integrity, and of course the posterity will judge them based on the action they take. And I'm so happy that they are doing the right thing, they are consulting, they are talking. So many people who are talking about Governor Wike as if he's just one person. And that's what happened in 2013-14. 5 of us as governors formed a group. And this same party did not understand. Many of the leaders were saying, only 5 votes, only 5 of them. Until the 2015 election happened, many of them did not understand. So, Your Excellency, I want to say that we acknowledge and follow what is happening with the integrity group, the G5, and I believe they are not only G5. We are aware of G2 and G1. Whether they are going to merge very soon or till later, we keep on our eyes watching the developments. Let me at this point say, especially in the presence of our traditional ruler, the paramount ruler of this community, Sergeant Awusi, that in the NNPP we have a blueprint which I will give you before we go, and we decided to involve the traditional rulers in the governance of this country. And that's why we now decided to form committees in 8,809 wards that we have in this country. And we have 11 selected people that we call our best 11. One of them is the traditional ruler of that, the foremost traditional ruler in that ward. The other one is the Klagi, or the Imam in that particular area. Representative of students, the representatives of women, and so on and so on, the PTA, the one person with disability, 11 people. And these are the 11 people that will work in the interest of that ward. And resources will come directly from federal government to those wards through legislation. And of course, the local government and states that are interested and keen into the project are free to do that. I was so happy when I saw young men and women dancing. And it's not only here, across the country, most of these young men and women have no job to do. And that's why, for security purposes, and I have to congratulate the governor, now Rivers is peaceful. A friend of mine was telling me this morning that nightlife activities are taking place across the state and so on and so forth. So Governor, congratulations. It's not the same story across the country, especially in northern Nigeria. And that's why we decided to increase the number of our military, being a former Minister of Defense and having done a lot of work to compare so many things, including the United Nations recommendation for the military in terms of military-civilian ratio. We believe that increasing the military to 1 million will sort out the problems that we have today in the security. So also the police and DSS and other paramilitary, so that we can take each and every square meter of this country for Nigerians. In education, in our government, at national level, we decided that no more selling of forms for Wike or for NECO or for anything. In fact, we have decided that nobody should be denied education at all levels because they cannot afford it or they don't have money to do it. Because we believe so much in education, and we will continue to support education because it's very critical and important in every society. Your Excellency, I'm so happy that I'm here, and I'm equally happy that you mentioned my colleague, Andrew Uchendu. Uchendu was my colleague in 1994 during the Constitutional Conference, and most recently we were senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria together, and in between we have always been working as friends. Let me say that immediately you announced I was coming here, you called me and said that you are coming to my community, my village. I said, I hope you'll be there. He said he wanted to come, but he's worried about what either the governor or somebody would say. I said, but that is not the reason. Governor is my friend, and I can assure you that at any given time in politics, one is learning. Now it's like mistakes were being made in the past, and there is a golden opportunity now to correct those mistakes. And for somebody who was able to bring good road of this standard, good street lights, good drainage, and so on and so forth, I believe it's time for you to say thank you very much. In any case, he told me, Governor, to say thank you very much. You couldn't make it to this place. But don't worry, Governor. I believe that in 2023 election, in this local government, I believe there would be only two parties. One party for the gentleman who thought it is necessary to bring these facilities and constructed them and paid them and commissioned them. I believe this community has no option than to go to that political party to vote for it. On the other hand, the other political party is the party of somebody who was invited all the way from Kano to come here and wish you well and congratulate you. And of course, not only because of Uchendu, certainly I can say by this visit I should be seen as part and parcel of this community. And already I can see a young lady there with my portrait, which is even looking more beautiful than myself. So I say thank you very much for that. And I guess you are from this community. Once again, Your Excellency, we thank you for this project. And I don't know whether it's here or we are going to somewhere to commission the project, but I want to say thank you on behalf of all of us.